who here wants to see some awesome listings later on in the show. Stay tuned. Welcome to The Real Tea, my weekly segment where I spill the tea on real estate. And today I'm here with Cindy Lautzenheiser at Howard Hanna Canfield's office. Hey, Cindy.
Hey, Abby. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thanks for being on the show today.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this is going to be a great show. I'm really excited for it. And as everyone here knows, before we go ahead and get into the real meat of the show, I like to do some easy icebreakers to get things, warmed up. So is that okay with you, Cindy?
Absolutely.
All right, perfect. So we're going to go ahead and begin. Where is your favorite vacation spot?
Well, right now I don't take a vacation because I'm a workaholic. So honestly, I haven't left the area for a very long time. I don't take any of our trips. So I love living here. And I would say my favorite spot is the Valley.
The Valley, yeah. See, I like to vacation. We enjoy going to Marco Island all the time.
Oh, nice.
Florida, yeah. And obviously with COVID, I haven't really been anywhere. So hopefully, things start getting better and people are going to be able to start traveling more again. So
that's right. The market's so good that all we can do is work. So
I know. We were talking before. You said you work 18 hours a day, roughly?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 7 days a week. I mean, it's just the market here is just so fun and exciting. It's a wonderful market.
Yeah, definitely. All right, next icebreaker question. So the Valley, what is your favorite restaurant in town?
I don't eat out much because I'm working literally that much. So I really can't give that because honestly, I don't eat out much because I work.
All right. Well, I'm the opposite. I work a lot, but I do enjoy going out and eating at restaurants and everything. So definitely something I miss during quarantine. I have to say right now, my favorite place to go to is the new Acquapazzo patio. 100%.
Oh, absolutely. That's a hot spot.
Yeah, that is a hot spot right now, and the food is fantastic. So that's my recommendation to all the audience. And then last icebreaker question. Do you have any pets?
I do.
Okay.
I do. Just your typical dog and cat. We'll leave it at that. Folks that know me will know a little bit different, but the show's not long enough for that one.
What are their names?
Lester.
Lester. Aw, cute. Well, that's great. I'm happy that our audience gets to know a little bit more about you. And now we're going to really dig deep into some of the questions that our audience has really been wanting to know about. And the first thing I really want to talk about is the current state of the market. We were talking before the show, and we were saying how a lot of people don't know really what the current state of the market is. So why don't you give us a little bit of details on that?
Okay, well, I've been a realtor for over 20 years, and this is the most exciting market that I've experienced in a long time. Yeah. So it's definitely a seller's market. So the market's moving very fast. You want to make sure that you're educated as much you can. You have great representation, but whether you're a buyer or a seller, the market is moving super fast, and you need to know every ins and outs so you're not losing out. If you're a seller, you're achieving the best price. If you're a buyer, you need to know different terms like escalation clauses and concurrency, just words that we haven't even heard, but there's multiple offers. So it's definitely a seller's market and lack of inventory.
Yeah, that's definitely what I've been hearing from other agents that have been on the show. Just we don't have enough houses to sell in the area. So it's a lot of times houses are going up on a Friday and are being sold on a Monday and even quicker. So that's good for everyone here to know.
Lately, a couple hours, and they can be in multiples. So this happened when the market was really high, like back in 2005. So that's why everyone wants to. You need to do your homework. You need to be with a good agent you're not making a bad decision. So you're not overpaying and understand appraisals and how everything works. But the worst thing you could do is get frustrated and rush into something because you've lost out on, something and make a wrong decision because it's a decision that you're going to be making financially.
Yeah, definitely. And that kind of segued into my next question, just something that I've been seeing around town. I've been noticing a lot more for sale by owner signs. So my assumption is that a lot of people are thinking that because the market is hot, that they don't really need to pair up with an agent, when in reality, I feel like it is much better to have an agent represent you in that home buying process. And I actually pulled some stats from the National Association of Realtors. They actually just did a survey recently, and they were talking about the different price ranges with for sale by owners versus working with an agent. And it actually came down that the for sale by owners actually sold at a lesser price than if you were to partner up with an agent. The for sale by owner home sold at a median of $200,000, whereas if you worked with an agent, the median selling price was $280,000. So I kind of wanted to clear the air on that and just talk about some of the benefits of working with an agent rather than selling the home by yourself.
Oh my goodness, in this day and age, you're very brave if you're going it on your own with all the legalities and even with the COVID guidelines, COVID addendums, safety issues. But I've represented several for sale by owners, and I tell my client, if I would have listed it, I would have listed it at this, and we would have gotten that.
Yeah.
So I have seen, in the last recent 2 months, a lot of money left on the table from for sale by owners. So it's very scary because you're not only negotiating the sale of your home, you're going to be needing advice on the legalities and the proper paperwork. And again, all the new forms and addendums and COVID guidelines. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to be dealing with home inspection negotiations and know how to get through that. You're going to have to know how to negotiate appraisals, whether it's low or high. So it's crazy. I mean, it's much easier to let a professional handle it. And like I said, the ones that I have sold, I would have listed for higher. I look at my buyer and I say, I'd grab it. I mean, it was a deal. But most of my houses lately have had multiple offers. So just guiding a listed seller through the process of what do we do? We're looking at 5 beautiful offers and explaining how they work and, which one to take and all of that. And then explaining terms and conditions and what the financing means and this type of financing, conventional versus government financing or cash. There's just so many things. And a lot of for sale by owner sellers don't understand if the buyer states that they need to sell their house. The last thing you want to do is tie yourself up on a contingency right now because everything is selling. I just ran into one of those. I'm like, why would you tie yourself up and wait when there could be 5 buyers that don't need to wait? So there's a lot of education. Put it this way, if I'm going to have open heart surgery, I'm going to the best cardiologist surgeon in town.
Exactly.
I would want to do it myself.
Yeah. And that's with that survey I had mentioned, there was something else too that I had saw, and it said that about 75% of people that pair with an agent, 75% of them stick with that same agent throughout the rest of their home buying process and beyond. So let's say that you work with a client and you buy them their first home, they're most likely to return back to that client that they worked with previously if they are going to move again. So I think that also speaks to the fact that agents need to be really, really prominent in the community, and they really need to position themselves as experts in this industry. So.
Well, that's why I try to advise my clients to make the best decision because, again, I've been doing this over 20 years. I've had repeat clients. I've now had their children and their children's children. And when I sell them a house, I want to know when they're ready to sell it for whatever reason, whether they're upsizing or downsizing, that they're going to make a return on their investment. Yes. So anyone that knows me, or I've done my kids as kids and all, I treat everybody like family, and I'll shake my head. It's like, no, you're going to tell me you want to resell this, and this is why. So I thrive on repeat business and referrals in my industry. Absolutely.
Yes. That is so true. And since obviously you are a really big expert in the real estate industry, and you have been doing this you have a long time, I wanted to talk a little bit about how the internet actually has shifted the sales cycle with home buying. So back to the survey that I was looking at, the National Association of Realtors actually found out that the typical buyer who did not use the internet during their home search spent less time searching and less time visiting homes, whereas people that use the internet searched longer and visited more homes. So I wanted to just get your opinion on that to see if you have been seeing the same thing. Obviously, I know the market's really quick right now and hot, but what have you been noticing with back then, early 2000s time? Have you seen a shift in the sales cycle? Obviously right now it's quick, but just a general overview.
It's kind of hard to say because the market is so quick. Just
Yeah.
for example, last Saturday evening, I listed one at 10:30 at night and did an open house on Sunday. Didn't have any showings till then. There were 78 people at that property. So
Wow.
somewhere between 10:30 at night on a Saturday night till morning on Sunday,
Yeah.
people were online and looking for that listing. So right now, people that are looking, just because of lack of inventory, they're living on their phones or living on their devices, waiting for that notification when we list a new property, and they're right on it. And I feel bad for the people that can't because they're moving so fast.
Yeah.
But years ago, I don't really think around here. Most of my longtime internet searchers are maybe folks that are coming in from another area, my out of state. We get a lot of people from other areas that are migrating here. Our cost of living is so, is so economical for them.
Yeah.
So we're placing so many people from every state in the union, basically. So they do a lot of research, but when they call me and ask me about a property, I'll say, well, if you're not coming in till then, it'll be gone.
Yeah.
So get familiar with my price points and see what things are selling at, but the market's moving so fast, those properties aren't going to be here.
Yeah, exactly. And I also think that speaks to making sure that you are working with an agent, because obviously if you're trying to, look for homes on your own, your agent can help you out. And I know, obviously you probably send a lot of your clients different listings that they might be interested in. So that is really another benefit of working with an agent instead of working, individually on your own.
Oh, absolutely. It's a lot of networking now. You
Yes.
you need to be with an agent that's looking out for you rather than just going through, the list of Zillow. And again, you need a knowledgeable one to help you because a hot property, it's going to be in multiple offers, and more than likely under a 72-hour period. So you need advice on how do I stand apart from other offers to get them to look at mine. So you need that help and guidance, and that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Just the terms I mentioned, things you have to be pre-approved. That's like a must. If you're find that wonderful property that you love and you're taking 24 to 48 hours waiting on that pre-approval, it's going to be gone. So we can't submit without that. So I try to get all my clients, to have all their ducks in a row so we can come out and be as prepared as we can be and try to get them that home that they're seeking.
Yeah, we talked about that last week, actually. I had a loan officer on, and we talked about how important it is to be pre-approved, just so you already passed that one step, so you don't. And a lot of times, correct me if I'm wrong, but when a buyer is pre-approved, are they, obviously, like, they're on a higher tier of, being able to, like, get the house, whereas a buyer that comes in that isn't pre-approved, are there differences between two different people that want to buy the same home, one that's approved, one that's pre-approved, one that's not pre-approved?
Oh, absolutely. Most sellers don't want to entertain an offer without a pre-approval. They want to know the terms and conditions, and we would never advise presenting one without one for that seller, because that's an unknown. Just like if you're cash, we request proof of funds or a letter that the funds are available for such. So it's such a fast moving market. You need all that done in advance.
Yes. Definitely important. And then on top of that, obviously, you've been working a lot with different buyers and different sellers. And I was just wondering, when it comes to the buyers, are you seeing more clients that are looking for turnkey homes or more clients that are looking for fixer-uppers?
You have both. Fixer-uppers are mostly my flippers and someone that wants to make an investment. Lifestyles are so fast. Most people want that turnkey home.
Yes.
My famous hashtag to sellers is people will pay for done. So the more we have done, the faster it'll sell and for the higher price.
Yes.
So it's been that way for a couple years now. HGV started all that years ago, but it's hard to get contractors. People don't have time. Everyone's working crazy hours. If you have children, you're running sports, so you don't want to go into a home that you totally have to renovate. So the homes that are done will sell the quickest and for the highest price.
Yes, yeah, I do have to agree. I know that there was something that we had mentioned last week, renovation loan. I don't know if you wanted to speak a little bit about that or if you're familiar with that at all, but
there is a product, and I always leave that specialty to the lender, but there's an FHA 203K loan, which is a renovation loan. So there's paperwork with it, and there's lots of ins and outs. So, that direct question on the ins and outs of that, I would advise to one of our specialties. But yes, there are renovation loans available. Absolutely.
Perfect. Yeah. So why don't we segue into the next section of our show? I know that you had some listings you wanted to share with our audience, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here so they can view them. And I am going to your Howard Hanna page.
This is a special one-owner custom-built home. Again, situated on a generous lot size, just under 2.5 acres. So the homes have a nice space in this development. The benefits of it are it's so close to both Ohio and Pennsylvania, but you have the benefits of my nice low Ohio taxes, let alone Columbiana County taxes. It's just not populating for you there.
I know. I don't know why, but I'll make sure at the end of this show, I will make sure to go ahead and put the links to both of the listings you wanted to talk about today in the comment section here, and I'll make sure to put them on businessjournaldaily.com. Do you want to talk a little bit about the other one as well that you wanted to mention today?
I have a beautiful horse farm on 32685 Tea Garden Road in Columbiana County. And it's so special. It has a beautiful home, over 3,000 square feet, situated on just under 12 acres, and it overlooks the whole Guilford Lake. So it has a 21 stall barn, indoor riding arena, another indoor riding arena, outdoor riding arenas, paddocks, pastures, and everything overlooks the lake. So you're riding in the pastures and you have a full, huge panoramic lake view. So it's just a super special property for that horse lover in Columbiana County. Another little gem that's going up today is 615 Jefferson in Salem. And anyone looking for a one-story ranch, easy living, no steps, all been remodeled. Again, do nothing, turnkey, walk in. It's just hitting the market today for $130 in Salem, Ohio. So nice, affordable home for someone.
And just for everyone listening in today, I will put the links to those listings in the comment section here on the Facebook page, and then I will also put it in the description on my landing page, The Realty, on businessjournaldaily.com. So those will be for sure be clickable, Cindy, for anyone out there listening wanting to look. All right. I think that's going to be it for today. Cindy, do you want to say anything else before we close the show today?
No, have fun out there. Interest rates are phenomenal. I mean, way under 3%. So buying is awesome. You can make your home dreams come true, maybe afford a little bit more with these low interest rates. So rates are awesome. Houses are out there. We just, have to find that perfect one for you. So get hooked up with a, good realtor and make those home dream come true.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much for being on the show today, Cindy. And I apologize again for my internet being down for some reason. I wasn't able to pull up those listings, but we were looking at them before and they were really beautiful. And definitely everyone needs to go check those out. So
thanks so much.
All right. Thanks, Cindy. Have a good day.